Hello guys, Afiq here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe during this time. So the new Toyota Fortuner facelift has finally arrived here in Malaysia. For those of you who don't know, the Toyota Fortuner is a 3-row mid-size traditional SUV that competes with cars like the Ford Everest as well as the Isuzu MU-X. But unlike the other two competitors, the Toyota Fortuner sells in great number, making it not only the best-selling body-on-frame SUV, but also the best-selling 3-row SUV here in Malaysia. With this new facelifted Toyota Fortuner, Toyota Malaysia hopes to continue that strong hold position, especially here in East Malaysia. With a host of new features as well as a new engine option, looks like Toyota might just achieve just that. Without further ado, this is ABB Automotive. So the new Toyota Fortuner for the year 2021 gets 3 new trim levels across 3 engine choices. But no matter which trim you choose, a 6-speed automatic transmission as well as a part-time 4-wheel drive system remains standard and the only transmission of choice. Toyota Malaysia has also decided to drop the previous model's 4x2 model. So the 3 trim levels of the Toyota Fortuner are the 2.8 VRZ, which is powered by a 2.8-liter VNT diesel engine. So this engine produces 204 horsepower with 500 Nm of torque. Next one, we have the Fortuner 2.7 SRZ. So this trim level powered by a 2.7-liter 4-cylinder dual VVTi petrol engine. This engine produces 166 horsepower with 245 Nm of torque. There is also a third trim level which is only exclusive for East Malaysia and also Wilayah Persekutuan Labuan. So this Fortuner is powered by the 2.4 VNT diesel engine. This engine produces 150 horsepower with 400 Nm of torque. This third trim level comes as a surprise for me, as here in East Malaysia, we rarely get something that is exclusively just for us. Although my take is this base Fortuner trim most likely be bought by government bodies such as the Sarawak government. All Toyota Fortuner uses an independent double wishbone front suspension, while the back is a solid axle with 4-link as well as spring and stabilizer bar. So the exterior of the Toyota Fortuner has been given a major redone, especially with the top of the range 2.8 VRZ variant. Seriously, this car now looks like a winner. The 2.8-liter variant looks a little bit different compared to its lower 2.7 and 2.4-liter variant. Exclusively on the 2.8-liter variant, the front end features an aggressive and handsome design that's just scream, "Get out of my way." A prominent blackout trim piece that houses both the top and the lower grille, together with the honeycomb design, gives the new Fortuner a rather bespoke look. Not only that, exclusively on the 2.8-liter variant, there is a quad LED headlamp with LED daytime running light. To me personally, this headlight kinda looks like a Predator, which is a good thing. On top of that, you also get a sequential LED turn indicator which just scream Audi. All Fortuner get standard LED fog lights. Moving towards the side of the vehicle, again only the 2.8-liter gets this rather exclusive 2-tone 5-spoke 18-inch alloy wheel that is wrapped in 265/60 highway terrain tires. The 2.7 SRZ on the other hand gets a single-tone multi-spoke 18-inch alloy wheel that is wrapped in the same highway tire, while the lowest 2.4-liter Fortuner only gets 17-inch of wheels. The two-tone color that you see here is only exclusive for the 2.8-liter VRZ variant. On the side, there is a power retractable side mirror with LED indicator, but the puddle lamp is only available on the upper two trim. The overall design on the side remains largely the same as before, with high beltline as well as a floating C and D pillar design. The Toyota Fortuner has a ground clearance of 279mm. Up top, there is a slim-looking roof rail, and the lower part of the car is complemented with side steps. Moving towards the rear of the Toyota Fortuner, all models get LED combination tail lamp, but again, just like the front, only the 2.8-litre gets sequential LED indicator. The 2.8-litre variant also gets a more aggressive bumper and a blackout number plate garnish, as well as the Fortuner badge. The LED third brake light is integrated into the roof spoiler, while all models except the base 2.4 gets power folding rear tailgate. Moving from the exterior to the interior of the Toyota Fortuner, the dashboard looks rather similar as before, with a tall, upright vertical design. In the center, there is a 9-inch touchscreen infotainment system that supports both Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto. But only on the SRZ and VRZ variant that it gets a 360-degree camera. Both the SRZ and VRZ also gets automatic climate control, 8-way power front seats, leather-wrapped tilt and telescopic steering wheel, a chill cooler storage upper glove box, as well as leather upholstery. Although the 2.8-litre variant gets a two-tone maroon with dark grey, while the lower SRZ make do with just a dark grey finish. There are two USB ports up front, and the center console features 3 driving modes as well as a locking center diff switch. There is also a traditional handbrake located in the center. Standard equipment on all Toyota Fortuner includes keyless entry with push-button vehicle start, an Optron meter cluster with illumination control, front and rear parking sensors, LED cabin light with mood lighting, 7 airbag, hill start assist, as well as 6 audio for the speaker. Okay, so right now I'm in the back seat of the Toyota Fortuner. As always, it's a big SUV, space is no issue. Okay, so for the 2.8 variant, you do get this very nice leather seat with the red trim. Okay, with the red trim here. Okay, so leg room, no issue. Have good amount of leg room. Okay, and then headroom also not an issue. Okay, and then the seats, you can recline the seats. Okay, to whatever angle that you wish. Okay. And then in terms of amenities, you do have a center armrest, okay, with a cup holder over here, 2 cup holders, very nice. And then you do have aircon vent. Of course, for a car this big, you must have aircon vent. So for the Fortuner is at the top, okay, at the top 2 aircon vents, and then the controller is in the middle here. And then the map light is also LED, which is also quite nice. And then besides that, you have 2 map pocket behind the front seat, and then you also have 2 USB charger. Okay, 2 USB charger, and then a slot here to put your phone or whatever not lah you want to put inside there. 1 keynote, automatic windows. Okay, all around automatic windows. Oh, and then the seat also have Isofix child mount. Okay, Isofix child mount for your car seats. Okay. So if you are carrying kids in this car, you can put in the child seat for your little ones. Other than that, you have 2 teh tarik tapau hooks behind the back seat. Yeah, and the headliner is black in color. So overall, very nice. So I'm in the last row of seats in the Fortuner. Space back here is definitely reserved for kids or short adults. For me, I'm 165 centimeter. For short journeys, I'm okay back here because I do have aircon vents, and I also have 2 USB charger at the side here, as well as a cup holder. But then in terms of space, as you can see, my leg is a little bit wedged behind the front seat. Okay, and then headroom also, my spiky hair is touching the ceiling. But for short journeys, I don't mind. But for longer journeys, it's best suited for children. Yeah. But for emergency seat, this will do just fine. But then one thing I like, you still have leather upholstery. Okay, 2-tone leather upholstery. So that one quite nice. And the window also is fairly decent size. Okay guys, so I've been driving the new Toyota Fortuner, well, facelift Toyota Fortuner, not new, facelifted Toyota Fortuner for a while. So right now I'm driving the 2.8, which is the top of the range. So the Fortuner can also be had with a 2.7 VRZ, and then a 2.4 lowest variant is a 2.4. So the 2.4 is a diesel, the 2.7 is a petrol, and then this 2.8 is also a diesel. So the 2.4, get this, is exclusive to Sabah, Sarawak and Labuan. So in the Semenanjung, you cannot buy the base 2.4 model, which is quite rare. Like, it's not every day that we here in the East get something exclusive. So this Fortuner 2.8 is featuring the same engine as the Toyota Hilux Rogue. So right off the bat, power is no issue. This car has a lot of torque down low. Just press a little bit of the pedal and then the rear wheel will just spin its way. Yeah. So power wise, not an issue for this car. I cannot tell for the 2.7 or the 2.4 yet. I have to save judgment until I test drive one of those. But for the 2.8 liter engine, you have sufficient amount of power. Actually not sufficient, you have a lot of power. So yeah, ride quality for this car, of course this is a traditional body on frame SUV. It's not as comfortable as a crossover, but for a traditional SUV, this is one of the most comfortable I've ever tested. Okay, thanks in part to the rear suspension being coil and not leaf spring like in the Hilux. So under normal driving condition, I noticed that the car, the interior is quite silent actually. The engine, the 2.8 liter diesel, is not as rough sounding as I thought it would be, considering that it's a diesel. It's actually quite refined. Yeah, and then driving this car, it doesn't feel like you're driving something big. Okay, it feels the steering and everything, it feels like you're driving something that's one size below. So for those of you who feel a little bit cumbersome, a little bit weird to drive something that's too big, take a spin in the Fortuner. It's actually not that big. Yeah. In terms of visibility, towards the front, you can see a little bit of the hood. Yeah, you can see a little bit of the power line on the hood. So still not an issue. It gives you a good sort of like estimate on where your front end is. And then all around, big rear window, and then the A-pillar also is not that thick. It's actually quite thin for an SUV. So yeah, not only that, this car also comes with a 360-degree camera, so that should assist you in a tight situation. Is that a GTR? Yes, it's a GTR. Green some more. Whew.
Don't know.
What is that color? I don't even know what color is that.
Olive green.
You know, okay, between you and me, I'm colorblind.
Huh?
Yes, I'm colorblind.
So what? So what? What did you see?
It looks kind of like Nado grey a little bit to me.
Nado grey?
Yeah.
This one macam olive green.
I cannot tell orange and red. I cannot tell pink and purple sometime. Brown and dark green also I cannot tell sometime. Especially red on orange, I very confused one.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Sometimes I tell my sister, oh, that red car looks so nice. That is orange. My sister be like, that is an orange car. Ya ka? Because at first you're like confident, that red car so nice. That is orange.
Like just now, exactly like what you told me. That's Nado grey. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
No, that's olive green though.
Yeah.
A very weird colour.
Yeah, it's not that bright of a green.
Definitely olive green. Eh?
Yeah.
It's okay, you can see.
From the back here, it kind of looks like grey. I don't know lah. Maybe just
the reflections.
yeah, the reflection. But still quite clean though, that car. We're lari topic already. We're supposed to be talking about the Fortuner. I'm supposed to be talking about the Fortuner.
Yeah, it's okay. We lari topic one more time. Look at that
orange.
That yellow.
Oh yeah, yellow ka. Oh my god. Yeah.
Okay, turns out you're really colorblind.
Yeah. Not. Really, I cannot the bright colors.
No wonder sometimes like you said, you didn't see an issue with the camera contrast on your phone. No wonder.
Yeah.
Like me, from what I saw just now,
It's too orange, right?
Yeah.
My sister ever told me before, why the color so like that? In terms of like, I would say in terms of like market, you have its rival. You do have the Isuzu MU-X as well as the Ford Everest. But for me, both of them, especially here in Miri, I don't see a lot of them. I don't even see the Everest. I only saw like 1 or 2 MU-X. The Fortuner is still the best seller in terms of 3-row SUV. It's still the best selling one, which says a lot. Yeah, which says a lot, because like this is a segment that's very expensive, yet you see a lot of Fortuner on the road compared to its rival. This is still one of the last car that offers the traditional body-on-frame design. Most SUV has already migrated to the crossover or monocoque construction. So this is one of those genuine, really off-road SUV. Okay, you can really take this car to the Ulu, to the Baram or whatever. Okay, and it will probably not get stuck, provided you have off-road tires. In terms of build quality inside here, there are a lot of soft touch material on the dashboard, on the steering wheel, even on the side here. Okay, the what do you call that? This 2.8 also get this beautiful red color two-tone with dark grey. Okay, which is I was quite unexpected when I got into this car and I saw this two-tone color. It makes the Fortuner actually seem sporty inside. Which is surprising. Yeah, so good for Toyota for injecting a little bit of color into their interior. So in terms of safety, this top of the range Fortuner does come with Toyota Safety Sense system. So you do get lane keeping assist. So unlike the lane keeping assist on the smaller Vios, this one will steer you back into the lane. It doesn't just warn you, but it also intervene by pulling you back into the lane. And I have been multiple times where I've been accidentally being pulled back into the lane when I want to change lane without signal. So it really does work. This one is this safety sense really work. This safety sense system also has the dynamic radar cruise control, so it does follow the car in front of you, safe distance, okay, to the car in front of you. So my only wish is that this system is available in the lower trim, because you can only get this trim at the top of the range 2.8, and this car costs 200,000+. If only in the future, maybe the next update, Toyota might add the Toyota Safety Sense on the lower grade model. Never know. They did the same thing with the Camry, where the older Camry last time, you guys still remember, where it doesn't have ESC, and a lot of us complained about that, and then halfway they did put in the ESC. So yeah, maybe you guys voice out your concern about safety, they might add it. Optional equipment on all Toyota Fortuner include a wireless charger, a kick sensor rear tailgate, a roof-mounted monitor, as well as a video digital recorder. Prices for the Toyota Fortuner on the road here in Sarawak starts at 167,490 ringgit for the 2.4 litre variant. The upper 2.7 SRZ variant is priced at 174,437 ringgit, while the top of the range 2.8 litre VRZ model is priced at 204,988 ringgit. All Toyota Fortuner comes with 5 years unlimited mileage warranty. So with that, we come to the end of this video. If you like that video, do give this video a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, as well as hitting the little small bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I post something new on my channel. I would like to say thank you for watching. Stay safe, take care, and have a nice day.